NERDSoul.
The front looked like Churchill and the inside looked like Bexley.
Yo. So, Lay Ill Kid at OneYoungsta. Look, it's BlackTogether. All right, BlackTogether. Alright, NERDSoul, NERDSoul. I'm with Lady Lisa. Say hey.
Hey, y'all.
Alright, we talking about.
We are about 10 seconds into Bel-Air.
Alright, we watching Bel-Air. We're 1 minute and 41 seconds in, right? And we gonna review this joint like the first, however many episodes or whatever that they drop. And
we have seen transgressions already.
So peep this. Alright, so in the original show, right? He was supposed to be from like the hood or whatever, right? So they show him meaning Fresh Prince, the new Fresh Prince. He wakes up and he's like in a house. He wakes up, comes downstairs, and the house that he's in, the first thing Lisa and I are saying is like, yo, I thought homie came from humble beginning. Like, this is a nice house.
And first of all, like, how many pair of sneakers you got?
Yeah, he got mad sneakers.
Fresh room painted, and everything just looks lovely. I mean, they got like the molding on the walls in the house. And
I was like, this is a nice house.
Banging kitchen.
Yeah, I was like, yo, I thought things were going bad for like you, but like y'all living alright. Then they come outside to row houses in the hood, and we was like, hold up, no. That inside doesn't match.
No.
Look, shouts out to everybody who lives in like Philadelphia or DC, anywhere where they got row houses. You know good and well the inside don't look like that.
And y'all ain't got no doggone AC unit hanging out the window when your house look like that on the inside either.
Yeah, that's true. When the inside of your house look like the inside of his house do, you ain't got no AC unit. Like, just stop it. That's the transgression number one. All right?
And we ain't but a few seconds. I hope this doesn't tell us what this is gonna be.
Yeah, but we gonna keep watching. It's black. We gonna keep on watching. Just keep on sticking around.
Stay tuned.
I also do have to give props to them for not only playing a Freeway song, one of the most famous Freeway songs and Philly songs, the super street grimy at the beginning of the show, but also made Freeway the coach of the basketball team. Props for that. Now, I will ask Lisa if I'm tripping, but Mama was wearing clothes. The clothes Mama was wearing still set her apart from everyone else out there. It's like, hold up, y'all the family on the block that got money or something? Cause like,
but let's be for real. Mamas in the hood be dressing.
Yeah, mamas in the hood do be dressing.
Like, look, I may not be doing all that good, but I'm gonna look good.
Yeah, true that. Even though
mamas know how to save money, I give you that. We know how to buy some clothes and not spend a whole lot of money for it and look good.
True.
That's all I'm saying.
But when they walked down that street, when they showed him and his boy walking down the street, man, I was like, the inside of your house.
His street looked like an alleyway. Like, no one lives like this. Why is your street an alley?
Let's continue. Also, let me go on and say this real quick. Shouts out to whoever gave a reference to VCU. Being from Richmond, VA, it was nice to hear VCU get a shout out. Also, for him to say Richmond's too far or Virginia's too far, no, it's not. I used to drive up to Philly like 2-3 times a month, but that was back when gas prices was good. I wouldn't try to do that now. Philly is about a 5-hour drive from Richmond. It's not too bad, you know what I'm saying? Especially if it ain't the winter, it ain't that far. Like, stop it.
It's too far if you're trying to stay with your friends.
True that. Alright, peep this, right? I know we in the hood. Before we even go any further, I know we in the hood. But, like, is there a quota for the N-word in this joint? Like, cause, like, don't get me wrong. I've been in the hood, I've been around the hood, I've been around hood people. So I get it, but it's like, my dude. Like, bruh, like, I feel like y'all putting some extra on it.
Look, Will Smith said, I ain't get to say this once in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, so we about to use it out.
We about to use this brand new word that ain't never been in the Fresh Prince.
We gonna use this like it's 1999.
Oh, boy.
So, he talking about, I gotta have respect in my own hood. If you dead, what that mean? What that mean? You can't look. I'm tired of these tropes in these movies where, you know, the guy who has talent, the guy who's smart and has something going for himself, feels like he has to prove himself to the hood dudes that ain't trying to be nothing, ain't never gonna be nothing, and ain't never was nothing.
Yeah.
What you got to prove to them?
This whole thing about like respecting your hood, you know what people respect? Success.
Thank you.
Why don't you succeed?
The hood.
Why don't you take this VCU scholarship, take your butt to school, go to college, then go to the pros and see how much respect you get, as opposed to your four-wheel riding arch nemesis of basketball.
And the thing is this, they may not even respect you then, but the thing is you shouldn't be worried about getting respect from these fools that ain't trying to do nothing.
Thank you. You need to respect yourself.
What does their respect mean?
Yeah, like,
they respect other dudes that also ain't doing nothing. So what does that tell you?
You want the respect for a whole bunch of remedial mom. Like, come on now. Like,
they can't spell respect.
They be the main ones ain't doing nothing, and you want them to respect you?
They're not.
They never
Doesn't
will.
matter what you do.
They are literal crabs in a bucket. Like,
you know, if I hadn't been sent to juvie, you would have been on the bench.
But you got sent to juvie.
But you got sent to juvie.
So it don't matter.
Why are we having this conversation?
We're having this conversation. You went to juvie, so guess what? You made your decision, and that's where you went. If you were so much in basketball, guess what? You would have stayed your butt on the court and worked out instead of working out whatever you was doing in the streets.
It's like we can all say if such and such didn't happen. Yeah. I mean, anybody could say that.
And then the trip is, Will now mad at his boy. Like, yo man, I want the respect.
Like you gotta worry about this VCU scholarship.
You better take your butt to school, get up out of here. Like, look, I love Philly too, but I mean, look around this joint. I mean, our houses are nice on the inside, but on the outside.
No, his house is nice on the inside. Because I guarantee you, if it gets to a scene where it show his boy house, it ain't gonna look nothing like that.
Bruh, I've been in them houses in Philly. Like, I know, like
I can see now they're gonna make him the exceptional exception.
Yeah. And like, just stop it. Just stop it. People you don't need these folks' respect at all.
You ain't gonna get it no way.
True that. So, just watched the basketball game out at the park, you know, at the Philly Rucker, and you see your boy Will in jail. You see that little baby. You saw that baby tear come down. What that baby tear was my mama told my butt to go home.
That's not what that tear was.
And I could have been home.
That's not what that tear was.
But I had to have it all.
That's not what that tear was.
Oh, what was that tear?
That tear was, he's mad that grimy dudes that do grimy stuff didn't play fair. Because you're naive enough to think that this whole transaction is going to go fairly and calmly. And you can see when dude got his butt whooped, he threw a basketball, meaning to hit one of them, but hit the other dude, but meaning to hit somebody. Then his punk butt ran away.
Oh, he smooth faded into the darkness on that one.
So you mad because this whole thing didn't go smoothly. Why would you think it would?
Dude, I will say one thing.
You're lucky it didn't go worse than that, because I didn't think they was going to pay you. I thought they were going to rig the game to make you lose. Yeah. That's what I thought. But dude was going to actually pay you because he pulled out his role.
Yo, they casted some grimy looking cats too. I ain't going front. All them dudes look mad grimy. Like, they definitely like dudes. I'll be like, nah, man, don't mess with them.
If they was like, I'm from Philly, I believe you.
I believe you. Like, yes, true that. Yeah, I believe that, because you don't know how to act. You look like you don't know how to act. You look like you got an empty refrigerator.
All right.
You look like you got an empty refrigerator with mad jewelry, though.
Oh, you know what?
You look. Stop. I'm just keeping it real, because I've known them cats before. They be rolling, got a brand new Range Rover. Refrigerator empty. We're like, like, what's going on in here?
You don't need food.
What you got backwards? What's going on? Don't you got money? Why you got like one couch in this whole place? But anyway,
It's so hard they don't need to eat.
I don't need to eat. but yeah, your boy faded into the darkness.
Slipping in darkness.
Oh man, super easy. Alright, so Will Mama done picked him up, right? So, she like, I can't believe you been so stupid. So Will say, I was just trying to protect Trey. It's like, nah. Hold up. See, you was trying to gain the respect of some street dudes that don't matter in the long term of anyone's life. And then that put you in a position to have to protect Trey. Exactly. Someone who did not even want to go.
I'm trying to convince you not to go.
Yeah. But you had to be, I gotta go. I'll run Philly. If you ran Philly, then why you scared of the dude across in the cell then? If you run Philly so much, you the Philly runner. Alright? You run Philly so much, why you scared?
Anybody who has to announce what they run, don't run it.
That is true. Because bad boys move in silence and violence. Alright? But let's talk about I was just trying to... No. You were just trying to gain the respect of someone who doesn't matter because you were insecure about your basketball skills compared to him when he made a statement about being better than you. That's what you were just trying to do. You happened to have to pull out a gun. And then those were some fast cops too. Those are the fastest cops.
They the fastest cops ever.
Yo, cops would be slow. Cops would be mad slow. All of a sudden,
y'all barely pulled up and y'all at the court already.
Yeah, it's like, hold on, how do you get out the car? It's like, ew. And he was already on the.
It's a whole event just to get out the seat. Y'all gotta pull up on the top and wiggle out, and your knees gotta pop a little bit. You gotta grab your belt. That's what's going on here.
Yeah, like, come on, man.
I ain't do none of that. Together and Philly.
Maybe they did. And guys, let us know. In the original version, was Jazz also from Philly, or was he from somewhere else and he just met him when he got to Bel-Air? I can't remember that part.
I thought they were both from Philly, but Jazz was in LA and either Will didn't know it or I don't know, something like that. Somebody let us know.
I will say, shouts to them for having Thundercat playing in the background. Also for having, rest in peace, action figure for MF Doom, you know what I'm saying? The slow chrome hand. And also shout out to Will, still not learning no lessons, talking about some I didn't take the car they sent for me. I got another ride though. How you get another ride? They just all right, so let me I don't know if anyone else is watching this that has traveled, but when you going somewhere you ain't never been before and they send you a car and you don't take that car and you find yourself another ride there if you can, they're not going to be expecting that car, which means in many cases they might not even let that car in because they'd be like, I don't know that car. That car, but you know what? Hey, look, we just on this ride together. We in the ride. We got MF Doom. We got Thundercat. Everything's all good.
Okay. So this says Jazz is Will's best friend. He was first introduced as Ashley's drum instructor. Since then, Jazz has supposedly become best friends with Will.
Alright, well, I guess we'll see. Alright. There's a part. Alright, so Jazz is driving Will.
First of all, can we talk about how Jeffrey got like the hugest upgrade ever?
First thing, we ain't gonna talk about Jeffrey getting an upgrade. There's nothing wrong with original Jeffrey.
Well, I didn't say there was anything wrong with it. I just said he got an upgrade.
Look, leave Jeffrey alone. Jeffrey
got an upgrade.
No, he didn't. Jeffrey was always a handsome man, a handsome, strapping gentleman, and I'm not gonna let you do my boy Jeffrey like that.
Jeffrey was cool, but he didn't look like he was in charge of anything more than a coat. This Jeffrey looks like he owns a coat business.
Anyway, when they stopped and looked at LA, and Jazz was like, yeah, people be like 6 people in an apartment for a crappy apartment for $2,000 a month and everything. They ain't lying. Like, trust me. Like, I'm in LA. Trust me. Like, people be stacked up in here. These like influencers and stuff that y'all see in LA, and y'all be like, oh man, they living a life and blah blah blah. Look, they be stacked up in an apartment with mad roommates.
Yeah, they'll act like they got their friends over. Them ain't their friends. That's their roommates.
Those are roommates.
Oh, I'm just having a party. No, you're not.
No,
These are your
not.
roommates.
This is who live here every day.
All 10 of y'all. In 2 bedrooms.
Yeah, it's like, look, it's bad out here.
It's common.
And then when he was like, is it worth it? Let me tell you, no, it's not worth it. As the world is growing and changing, and we're more interconnected with the internet as we've ever been, you don't have to be in Los Angeles anymore.
Yeah. Also, side note,
or at least you don't have to live in Los Angeles. You might need to come here for an event, but you don't need to live in Los Angeles no more. Do not put that stress on yourself to live here in squalor when you can be balling somewhere else.
Also, side note,
or at least comfortable.
There are trailer parks in Malibu. They kind of like sit up on a hill. Yeah. Mobile home parks, whatever you want to call it. They
trailer parks.
And it's that trailer park over by Target.
What Target?
If you're going to Denny's, say you pass Target and you're going to Denny's, there's a trailer park. Oh, out in there.
Oh, like down, like Jefferson or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
there are trailer parks out here, y'all.
Yeah, so don't be up in here thinking like LA, everybody rich. No, it'd be like mad homeless people.
Oh my God.
It'd be like mad regular people. Like all they want to show you is like Staples Center and LA Live and SoFi Stadium in Hollywood. Trust me.
And they did a heavy sweep of homeless people before the Super Bowl. I hope y'all know that. A heavy sweep. And they'll be back. They probably started coming back today.
Bruh,
but they didn't try to help them. They just said, y'all gotta leave. I don't care where y'all go, but you can't be around here.
Look, they knew company was coming. They said, look, company coming, get up out our street. And they was like, all right, word. You know what I'm saying? They was like, understood. But anyway, Jeffrey, I will say Jeffrey is a little different.
He had a comeuppance.
Anyway.
Why you can't just let him have it?
Alright, look. We just met Aunt Viv. You know.
I approve.
Aunt Viv is cool. But he just said, I know you had to reference the original song. I got one little fight. It was cool. But when you have to pull a gun, that's not a little fight anymore.
But he got to minimize it, you know. Like, she don't know exactly what happened.
She like, fool, you almost caught it. Yeah, she like, fool, you almost caught a gun charge. Talk about a little fight.
I mean, you went to another state to live with them. Bruh. She knows everything that
She happened. Had to send you to a whole nother coast, man. Like,
she knows everything that happened.
You know your mama does. Yo, if there's one thing your mama gonna do, is tell your business to someone else.
She said, Viv, this fool here. That's how the conversation started. This fool here.
Viv, this boy done pulled a gun on Rashad. Ain't that the boy, the little nappy head boy that be killing people?
Child that went to
Yes, went to jail, came back, and he's still doing wrong. Anyway, come on, y'all. It ain't no little fight. All right, so TV movie trope number 1080. Of course, Will and Carlton wear the exact same clothing size. Like, of course they do. Of course.
Because Carlton is going to be tall and lanky, just like Will.
Yeah, it's going to be the same exact size. No problem. Same shoulders, same waist, chest size, all that. Everything's going to be exact, just perfect, snug fit.
And same style.
Same style too. It's going to work just right for him. But I will say, shouts out to the family being nice brown skin, visibly black.
Shout out to the brown skin Hillary, y'all.
Yeah, what I mean by visibly black, if y'all don't know what I mean, look at the way CW casts black people, and now you know what I mean by visibly black. Someone who when you look at them, you know they black. You don't have to guess like, are they mixed with something, or maybe she's like, maybe she's like Filipino. And no, you look and you know, oh, Tanisha is black. Like she black. It ain't no guessing. So you know Hillary is straight up black, which is cool. And Viv is straight up black, which is cool. There ain't no guessing. I like that. That's nice.
And let me tell you why we say that before anybody is like, what difference does it make? The difference that it makes is because we've gotten to the point where the powers that be will have everyone believe that any woman who has loose curls and is light skinned is the representation of what black women look like. And they have pushed normal everyday black women who are brown skinned, dark skinned into a category of the other instead of no, this is us.
Yeah, this is what the vast majority of black women look like.
Exactly.
Thank you. I'm gonna say this, only we know this reference. Why Carlton come up looking like Marcel up in this joint?
How you gonna do Marcel like that?
Don't nobody know but us. So
how do you know Marcel doesn't listen to your channel?
Marcel don't listen to this channel.
He gonna be like, yes I do.
He'll be like, I do not look. I'll be like, bruh, like you kind of.
No, and look, I'm saying that powder blue. He rocking that powder blue now.
I'm not mad at it. I really ain't, man. Like the whole family, they're looking good as a unit. It's not like two kids look good and one kid look crummy.
How
it look like one kid look like they don't know how to comb their hair or something. Like everybody always looks good. Well, I love the landscape and everything. Like this is
Will
like
Smith
it.
Put his stamp of approval on this. So
word up. So yeah, Will was like, all right, look, y'all, don't be having the family.
I got a lot riding on this. Like for real, because for all intents and purposes, you're doing a different version of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and it's like we all have a love for it, and so you don't want to,
Yeah, because even though it's not particularly a remake,
it's a different version.
Yeah, it's a remake. It's a
twisted remake.
Or like in musical terms, it would be like a interpolation of this show. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I get it. But all of them look good. I did see how Uncle Phil was like, all right, look, we'll talk about this later. They're like, take your over there so I can talk to these people with money.
Exactly.
Oh man, so and shouts to Poppy for making a good Philly cheese. You know what I'm saying? He didn't put it in a brown paper bag, so we didn't know if the bag was going to have grease on it or not. Because that's pretty much if your bag has grease stains on it, then that's a real Philly cheesesteak. Like you can't so we don't know.
I've never had an official Philly cheesesteak. I just know I really like the one from Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's, you know what? That actually isn't bad. Is that, you know what? They don't do a bad job. Now, it's not OG, but it's not bad. I'll give it to them. It's not bad. They don't be burning the onions and stuff, but not mad at them. Not mad at them. I'll give them their props.
He's like, you need a better education before now. You gotta go to college. So,
look. Alright, check it.
Carter was like, let's cut all the nonsense. What you doing here, Will? In my clothes, nonetheless.
Alright, now in Will's defense, Hillary gave him those clothes.
Yeah, but from Carlton's point of view, you ain't even speak to me yet.
I didn't see you.
Don't matter. From his point of view.
Okay. Now, there's a lot of heat coming off that conversation with Carl.
Because guess why? They've already had to switch up rooms before Will even got there. Right? Will all up and through his room. Carlton is not going to be getting all the money, time, and attention that he's been getting as the only boy. Right? And Will is here because he needs attention. How you think he feel about that?
Yeah,
him and his $500 cufflinks.
Yeah, because I'm thinking back to the beginning of the Bel-Air show, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air show.
Carlton was not happy.
And Carlton
he looked down on Will because he thought he was beneath him. He thought he had no class, which he didn't.
Which he didn't at the time.
But I'm just saying.
But yeah, wow, yeah, because boy, he
came with he looked all up in his nostrils. What you doing here, Will? He had to.
Yeah, like so. Alright, so we just saw Uncle Phil's speech, but we saw Uncle Phil, like the two dudes he was talking with, look at Will all funny style.
And one put his hand on his shoulder.
Yo, the second he said like young black youth or something like that.
Young black men.
Prison
the pipeline. Like, I said,
once he said prison the pipeline,
I said Uncle Phil is using him as a prop for his campaign.
Yo, son. And unfortunately, Will's, whole gun charge situation lined up perfectly with what Uncle Phil needs to say. Look at how I'm taking a young urban youth up under my charge to help guide him into manhood or adulthood or whatever. Like, bruh, oh, dang. Okay. When he said school to prison pipeline, and old boy put his hand on his shoulder. He was like, what are you touching me for?
And that's why I said, and see, this is the conversation Dr. Phil had with them when Will, when Jeffrey kind of, guided him away. He had to tell him something because they knew something was up. Like, why is your nephew really here? And he had,
what's your nephew here for?
He's here, I'm going to help him, and it's going to be part of my campaign, and So now they're like, oh, that's great, Phil.
Will is from Philadelphia.
Yeah, how big of you, Phil?
You know those mean streets of Philadelphia. I had to take an urban youth.
I mean, streets are mean.
I mean, they are mean streets, but at the same time, like, dang, man, dang.
And can we just talk about the other upgrade Uncle Phil got? Look, Jeffrey and Uncle Phil got the upgrade of a lifetime. Hear me what I say.
They got the illest upgrades. Like Uncle Phil and Jeffrey got the illest upgrades. Like I'll be honest, I'll give it to you. Like they got mad ill upgrades.
They did a great job with the young lady who's playing Ashley. She has the bubbly, upbeat, personality like Ashley did. She's cute like Ashley. Did a great job with the girl who plays Hillary. She's like, life of the party, and
Carlton is a stone cold hater.
Well, that was Carlton.
Yeah, that's true.
That was Carlton.
Man, this joint. When I saw him, I was like, dang.
He was like all up in his face.
Man, why you wear my clothes? But he didn't hit that growth spurt like he was supposed to. So it's tough out there. Alright, so Will and Uncle Phil talking, right? And Will does one of the quintessential things that people do when they know good and well they benefit from something that you do or did. So Uncle Phil's like, yo man, I got you out of that situation, no trouble, and now you over here in LA. And he's like, I didn't ask you for that. Yeah, of course you didn't ask for that. But you know what? You was crying tears in jail looking at somebody that was talking about he was going to kill you the second he got out of the box. And now all of a sudden you living the high life in LA. Maybe you can show just a little bit of gratitude, a little bit of appreciation. Don't be coming up in here acting like you all, like you didn't have to do, like, of course he didn't. But the bottom line is he did. And if he didn't, you could have been dead.
In all fairness, he did thank him a couple times when he first got there. Remember? He was like, thank you. I'm so, I'm grateful. He did say that. But Uncle Phil was being confrontational right here. And the whole, I got rules, you follow my rules, you live under my roof, I assume you know what they are. Why would you assume that? Why would you assume I know what your rules are? That's a horrible assumption.
True. For him to be like, I assume, but then for him to fire back and be like, I got a brain, it's like, that doesn't mean that you know what the rules are. Like that in no way does that mean you know what the rules are. So
they're both being aggressive. Aggressive for no reason.
Yeah, like the whole thing. You see it in movies a lot where someone's like, "I didn't ask you to do that for me." It's like, yeah, you didn't ask for it, but you still received it. Just like we said about old boy in juvie. He was like, "Well, if I didn't go to juvie, but you went, but you went though." So since you went, guess what? Now you ain't able to be as good as I am in basketball. Like, so don't be up in here like, "Oh, well, you know, if I never went to juvie," just like with this thing, "I didn't ask for your help." Yeah, but you got it. And it was honestly, to this point in your life, the most valuable help you ever received in your life. Because you was about to catch a gun charge on a dirty gun. Because that was an unregistered 9mm. You don't know if there's any bodies on that thing or not. You ain't got no idea. So you don't know the level of help you just received. Now, at the same time, Uncle Phil looked like he using your boy as a prop, though, to be like, "Look at how I'm helping the urban youth."
They're both going to benefit, I guess, from the situation.
True that. But we shall see. Alright, so we just peeped the scene where Will tries to run away, and Uncle Phil and Jeffrey pretty much come up on both sides of Jazz's whip. And I am fully under the belief that Jeffrey used to be a cleaner for somebody's assassin agency, because the way he rolled, he's hidden a couple of bodies before. Like he's hidden bodies in places. He's dumped off bags in rivers. I'm just saying, I don't know if you can trust that dude like that, because
Uncle Phil reminds me of the "Don't Eat My Sesame Cake."
Oh, yeah, because you mad low. All right, so, but
what's the actor who was on Congo? "Don't Eat My Sesame Cake."
The dad from Crooklyn. I can't think of his name, but
Uncle Phil reminds me of him.
Oh, Jeffrey don't play no games, man. I would not test Jeffrey. Now I'm gonna just be for real. I think Jeffrey got a piece and a knife on him, and I don't think he's squeamish about doing any work that needs to be done. Cause he just looked like, don't cross that man. Okay, so Ma Dukes calls Will. And Will's like, I'm gonna get some more right. And she's like, you West Philly girl. You're like, "I did Philly." Sounds like a chump. Anyway, she said, "Where did you wake up yesterday?" Stank, funky, in a jail cell. She said, "Now look around where you at now. Where you want to be." It's like, you got so much pride, so much misplaced pride. You can't see 2 inches in front of your face. Which is why I'm glad that Uncle Phil gave him that conversation when they got back inside. Like, look, you know what I'm saying? I understand, I get it, but you need to let that pride go, cause you was about to go to jail for real. You just a random young black boy with a unregistered gun. They was about to string you up.
But to hear Uncle Phil talk to Aunt Viv, he may still go.
Yeah, true. He could still go to jail. So this whole idea of I just got to do it for the streets. I got to be in Philly. Nah, and Lisa, you made a good point. His mom could still be in danger, because Rashad could be on something. Well, I can't get to you, but I know where your mama worked. She. One thing that gang members and gangsters and street cats got on blue collar people, because blue collar people have something called schedules. You know what I'm saying? You get up in the morning, you leave the house every day, you come back pretty much the same time. So they know they can get to you whenever they want. Street dudes ain't got nothing to do. They ain't doing this sitting on the couch. Might as well go to college. But it's like, on the real, his mom could get got out this piece. And he out here acting stupid like he can't accept this second chance, where honestly any other black boy that doesn't have any type of rich family connections would end up strung up with these charges and nowhere to go with no one to help them. And if they did happen to get out, Rashad would have had them killed within the next week or so, and that would have been it. He would have been another statistic. Oh, remember that kid? Will, man, that kid could play. Shame what happened to him. Everybody in the hood know Rashad did it. Ain't nobody gonna say Rashad did it. Let's be for real. That would have been the story forever. And trust me, don't act like there ain't no people in the hood. Don't act like there ain't no brothers out there that could play their butts off. Got caught up in some mess and gone. Everybody in the hood know, but ain't nobody saying nothing. It's like he got. Come on, man. Come on, brother. Come on, young brother. All right, so okay. We just had the breakfast scene, and Carlton and Will was like, no, I don't want to, cramp his style. Now, this is something Uncle Phil should have handled. Uncle Phil should have brought both of those boys together and been like, I know, but see, you need to bring both of those boys together and be like, Carlton, I understand, but I don't care. It's done. No hateration. Will, I don't care. Y'all brothers now. Y'all living together. Y'all brothers now. Y'all cousin brothers. Alright? or like you call sister cousins. Y'all brother cousins. That's what y'all is. So when y'all go somewhere, y'all brothers. Don't be acting like y'all don't know each other. And y'all take up for one another. Y'all got each other's back. And don't let me find out y'all not. Not under my house.
Under your house?
Not under my house. Not under my roof of my house, under my house. Anyway, peace out. So we no, you go. It's on you. Do your thing.
He doesn't have to co-sign this. The problem is, this is what he's been doing in order to fit in. He could have stood up as a black man, young black man, and said, "This isn't okay. I'm alright with y'all. I'm cool with y'all. This is just something that's not okay." But because that's what he's done, because he's more concerned with fitting in, that's where he is.
Yo, look, your boy. I mean, that white dude was up in there singing that song strong. Was singing it. Was really giving the lyrics. Look, not where I come from. Nah, no, look, y'all gonna have to do a radio edit up in here. Hey, wow. But the look in Carlton's face was like, look, man, this is how I fit in. He's like, no, we changing that. Ain't gonna be nothing. What? Bro, they got you in here looking like a fool.
Selling pieces of your soul.
They got you in here looking like a fool. I mean, just dancing. Just dancing all around while he stands like, yo, that white boy was, wow. He was, he was enjoying himself too. Cause I got a dark skinned black boy just dancing all around my, man, yo. Look, Lady Lisa and I was watching the show, and when they showed who is actually rapping along with the words, looking at the screen, I was like, whoa, hold up. I was like, ho. Let's cut the track. Now I know what you guys normally do, but I'm just letting you know, don't do that. I'm letting no more. I'm sure you got to do it a whole lot. I hope you got it all out. Hope you enjoyed yourself. It's over. That's done. Like, wow. Wow. And then Carlton up in there. Wow. All right, here we go once again with the the kind of like the movie TV trope that they do. So, Aunt Viv comes in like, yo, what y'all fighting about? And then both of them are like, nothing. We're not fighting. We're just having a spirited debate. In real life, you know what I'm saying? In real life, Will would have been like, yo, your son's a sellout. And then she would have been like, why? It'd be like, he let white boys say the N-word all over the place. And he ain't doing nothing but dancing to it. And when I called him out, he told me to chill out. Instead of him, and matter of fact, he going to that boy party tonight. That's what would have happened in real life. Because he would have been like, your son's a sellout and he want me to be a sellout too. That's what it would. Especially since he's so prideful from Philly. Yeah. That's exactly what would have happened.
Yeah, only on TV do they talk around what's really going on and never mention what's really going on. That's only TV and movies.
Yeah,
and it's
so
annoying.
they can have a plot point
oh my God.
For them to fall back on later. It's not how people really talk.
Right. Or for people to blindly take a side. And she didn't even ask what was really going on either.
Yeah.
People don't do that.
Like, look, y'all, I get it. Y'all need to have y'all plot. But if y'all gonna write for black mamas, you gotta let black mamas be black mamas. And black mama's gonna get to the end of it. She gonna make both of them boys sit down and tell them exactly what happened moment by moment from school.
Yeah.
Like, I've been in many arguments with my boys at my mom's house, at their mama's house, and they all time, each and every time, made us go through exactly what was going on and why we was fighting. And depending on the severity of the fight or the argument or whatever, then she got on the horn, called my mama, and snitched on me. That's back when mamas was real mamas, not these mamas these days, and you know what I'm talking about. Alright, I'm gonna need y'all to settle something for me. Alright, we had the pool party, episode 1. Will comes up to Lisa. I love that namesake right there. Comes up to Lisa. And Lisa, could you please tell me what your issue with the scene is?
Her wig. I have an issue with her Rick James wig. It's horrific.
Look, alright, man. I ain't said, she said it looked like Rick James. I said I didn't think it looked that bad. Whew. So the end of this. Alright, so peep this. We see Carlton staring at Will from across the pool while he kisses his ex-girl.
Nostrils flaring.
Not like Lady Lisa just said, nostrils flaring. Now, I told Lady Lisa, I was talking about this, I was like, bruh, that's his ex-girl, leave that joint alone. Lady Lisa like, he's ex. I'm like, I know they're ex, but that ain't gonna matter to Carlton. Carlton gonna be like, you took my girl. Now, is it his girl? No, it's not his girl. But it's not gonna matter when your nose is bleeding. Alright? So, leave her alone. Now, at the same time, you in Bel-Air. Black women is slim pickings out here. I ain't gonna be tons of black women. But, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that he found a black woman. Because we know how these TV shows do. They'll take a brother. Now, all of a sudden, there ain't nobody but white people to connect with. So, I'm glad that he found a sister. But, it's Carlton's ex. And you know, like, bruh, you inherently know, like, let me just chill on this. Or at least ask how long it's been. Like, okay, did y'all break up like this year? Or did y'all break up like 3-4 years ago? Like, what kind of ex are you? Like, are you new ex? Are you like ex within the last 6 to 12 months? Or are you ex like y'all broke up like last year? And it's like, come on, bro, you gotta let that breathe. Like, I'm just saying, it's not looking good. So you tried to drown your cousin in the pool.
Didn't I call it? I said they gonna get in a fight and it's gonna end up in the pool. Because anytime you have a party with a pool, somebody end up in it with clothes on.
Yeah, it'll never be nobody in a swimsuit go to the pool.
No, and get in a fight.
Full outfit in the pool.
I knew it.
Ah, man. So, needless to say, yeah, with all these people filming this, you know good and well when they get home, Uncle and Auntie gonna be staring at both of them like, we told y'all to go to the party and come home.
Well, Carlton actually might leave him there.
True, Carlton might leave him there. We'll see. Alright, so we start episode 2. And like I said, Aunt Viv is watching a video of UFC at the pool with Will straight up pummeling your boy Carlton. Well, I had to get my lean on so I could, you know what I'm saying? Lady Lisa, say hey.
Hey y'all, am I armrest?
No, you my woman.
AKA armrest?
No. Anyway, back to this. Yo, Carlton was getting served up. But let's get back into the show. Aunt Viv done screamed on everybody. Didn't really solve or resolve anything. Just screamed on everybody, sent them upstairs. But, like, it does make me think or wonder, and I'm sure we're going to find out later, but why is Carlton on drugs? Like, because think about it. We got this fly house. Everything seems like it's going all good. He on drugs. And then Lisa did drop that line about, like, you don't know what he's been through.
But do you know how many people right now with fly houses are doing all kinds of drugs?
Well, yeah, that's true.
Right now. Like, I don't know. Just not many miles from us.
Man, it's probably somebody right in the next yard doing drugs or something.
Yeah. But I mean, these houses, not far from us.
AKA Beverly Hills.
Yeah. Somebody in there right now.
Yeah.
Sniffing it up.
Sniffing it up with a baby in the next room.
With a rolled up 100.
Tell it. They ain't nothing but the truth.
He just got here.
Alright, so they fighting over whether Will can make it here or should stay here or whatever. And he brought up a military school. I'm like, oh, they about to ship this boy to VMI. But look, he was about to go to Virginia anyway.
Well, that was another route.
Yeah, because he gonna be up there in the mountains in VMI. He gonna come out saluting and everything.
Look.
By the time he done, he was about to send him to, I don't know. I just know VMI is out there in the mountains, somewhere around 81 something. It's far.
And VMI is prestigious too. You know, that's not like a home for wayward boys.
VMI is like sort of like the Harvard of, it's kind of like the Harvard of military schools.
It is.
So he probably wouldn't do well there neither.
Well, he wouldn't qualify to go there.
Yeah, they be like, we ain't taking this boy in. He ain't never did JROTC or nothing. What you think this is?
I'm sorry Trey's mama couldn't send him nowhere, but you my baby. And that's why I had to send you.
Yeah, and you up in there crying. It's like, you're right.
That would have been him.
Yeah, because the only reason Trey is dead is because he couldn't find you.
Right.
Now, let's be honest. I couldn't find you. I know Trey your boy, so I'm going to go on and just kill him.
And then maybe you'll pop up now. I don't know, because
what I'm really expecting to happen is for you to pop up at the funeral. And now I'll catch you slipping after that sometime. Man, and like I said before, you lucky your mama ain't up in there getting shot. And then before we even get to that scene, just thinking about like both of y'all going in there to talk to Will. In a situation like this, since this is supposed to be more dramatized than comedy, this is supposed to be more drama. In a real situation, you gonna make this kid, if you think he don't want to be here now, you gonna really make him not want to be here. Because this is a situation that is not his fault. It's not. He was chilling. He came in the party. He said, let's be cool. Let's hang out. Let's just chill. He went his way. Carlton went his way. And everything was fine. Well, he didn't even say a word to Carlton.
Yeah. The problem, Will was kissing. Because he gonna talk about we was just talking. You were kissing
her.
His ex-girl.
Now, that was definitely I wouldn't have went there. But they are also exes. Like,
right.
But
the problem is this. Carlton wouldn't have reacted that way if he wasn't high.
True that. Now,
but nobody knows about that. Mom and dad don't know about that.
Yeah.
So, and
also, I was happy that Will dropped that kid that was singing. He was singing that Bobby Shmurda a little too hard.
But he was at his house though.
I don't care where you at. You don't say that word.
I mean, that's over. He didn't say that at his. I mean, come on.
But
you came to his party anyway, though.
Look, I came to beat you down. That's what I came to do. No, he didn't. Anyway, point is, look, I can understand him hitting Carlton because he like, yo, I could have died.
But he didn't just hit him.
Well, I mean, you gotta, get your frustration out.
He had an afternoon.
He did take him here and take him there. So I'll give you that. He did. He did how should you say, bust him up. Alright, let me go in and say this real quick. First, I'm glad that Hillary's getting her cook on. That's all good. Get your chef on. But I want to talk about Carlton. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Look at me like that. Do you want something over here?
You gotta let the boy pout. He done got whooped on the internet.
Pouting?
Let him pout.
There's a difference between pouting and looking at me like you want a round two.
Man, if you let it go.
Look, all I'm saying is don't look.
Let him have it. He got his butt whooped on the internet. What more you want to do?
Alright, okay.
What more you really want to do?
Alright, okay. I'll let it slide. I'm just saying, don't be eyeballing me.
He ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah, he ain't doing nothing.
He gonna sit there and eat his eggs.
You better eat them Hillary eggs. Them Hillary chef du jour. Okay, so Carlton said, oh, I'm a sellout because I enunciate my words. No, you're a sellout because you let your white boy friend shout the word in while you dance around like some fool. And then go to his party like his little boy.
No one knows about that because that's how real life is. Nobody's going to mention that. Will ain't going to mention it.
Yeah.
Or nothing.
Yeah. In real life, somebody would have mentioned that.
Will would have. Yeah.
Will would have mentioned that. The Will that we've been shown in the comedy version and in this version would have called that out.
Yeah.
So we're intentionally not calling this out to have this kind of like, oh, the parents don't know what really happened in the locker room thing. And it's dumb. I hate when people write stuff like this. It's not just this show. Movies do that all the time. But no, you're a sellout because you let this white boy essentially shout this word out all the time. And you're like, oh, well, it's in the music, so it's all right. Look, don't you say it. Don't you even think about saying it when I'm here. Remember when we was at karaoke and there was this white dude, he was doing some rap song.
All the black people were sitting there like
and he got to the word and he went on right by it. Didn't say a thing. He just paused it out and we looked at him and we were like, respect. Because you knew we would have cut the music on you.
Call foul.
Look, it would have been a record scratch up in there. Shoot.
I wonder if Hannibal would have.
Hannibal would be like, hold up.
You don't get to skip to now that I'm in it. It has to get to a point where you stop putting yourself in a situation and then say, oh, well, I'm in it now. You need to understand what I had to do now that I'm in it, even though somebody tried to stop you from getting in it in the first place.
Yeah, I'm not absolving him from being there. Like, I'm not absolving him from being there at all. Like, he should not have been there. But what I'm saying is, since he was there and he's seeing his best friend probably his whole life being beaten by like 5-6 dudes, in his mind, the only thing I can do to get these guys off of him is to fire a shot in the air. You know what I'm saying? So because he probably panicked, he don't know what to do. His boy, they were kicking the stew out of my boy Trey.
But it still has to all go back to your decision. And so it's like we can't just be like, oh well, I understand. No, you shouldn't have been there in the first place. Your friend tried to talk you out of it. Now your friend is probably going to die you know what I mean? So when does it come back around to being because of your decisions?
Yeah, no, we've already covered that. What I'm saying is, yes, he got him in that decision and in that situation, and the only way he thought he could get him out of that was by firing that shot in the air. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like, yo, my boy's getting straight stomped right now. Like, the only thing I can do is, try to shoot the shot in the air. Not saying that that's smart either, but I mean, you panicked. And I mean, they were laying into Trey. Like, you saw it. Like,
yes,
I mean,
but let's talk about the whole situation and the whole talking around stuff too that happened with that. Because when he asked who threw that, was it you? Will didn't say no, it wasn't me. He continued to talk smack to him.
Yeah, because the plot needed to happen.
But you get so
yeah,
if we're
that
going
doesn't
along,
happen in real. That doesn't happen in real life.
But if we're going along with the situation and we want to take it at face value, you continue to exacerbate the situation. Continue to.
Yeah,
like you're just digging and digging and digging.
Because in real life, the ball bounced off of his back, sort of, and then hit Rashad. So I could see him be like, whoa, what was that? And then him be like, yo, did you throw that? Be like, nah, I didn't throw it. I don't know who
so
threw this.
Will never said no. He just continued to talk smack, and it made it look like he actually was the one who did it.
Yeah.
So it's like, when are we going to say, Will, this is all on you? And I don't want to sit here and talk about, well, this happened, so I had to do this and I had to do this. It's like, you created the original situation. You created it, period. So I don't even want to hear about the rest of it at this point. And this thing with Carlton at the party, yes, Carlton was dead wrong for pushing him in the pool. But again, Will was dead wrong for coming after, even if it was his ex-girlfriend. He had an idea. Let's not play no games. He had an idea that was not cool territory from the way Carlton looked at her at the original party when he first came home, and when old girl said something about it. Oh, I'm his ex. You knew it wasn't right. And to put yourself in that situation, would you want your cousin or one of your boys messing with somebody that was your ex that is still coming around the house?
Trying to get with her and stuff like that.
She's at least still coming around the house. She was at the party.
Yeah. So
again, Will, you and your decisions.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to absolve him from that. All I'm saying is that once you get into it, is he supposed to just let his boy get stomped to mush by just being like, well, it was my decision that was here, so I guess I shouldn't try to do anything.
You can do whatever at that point. It's still gonna be your fault. That's what I'm saying. You don't get to say, well, I had to do this because such and such. It's like, no. We gotta talk. Look, the original sin is yours. To put it that way, any sin that happens after that, it all falls under you.
Not the fruit from the poison tree though.
Hey,
is the fruit from the poison tree though? Alright, poison tree.
Look, if our son grow up, when our son grow up and sneak out to a party, right? Fights ensue. He gets in a fight or gets stopped by the cops and all this other kind of stuff, and he wants to explain this, that, and the third. But if your butt was in the house.
Yep.
Will we be having this conversation?
No, you would not.
No, but the cop stopped me because I was black. Oh, I know he did. But if your black behind was in the house, would he
I told your blacks to be?
So you get what I'm saying?
Yes, I get you. Yeah, I get you. I just, I'm just saying, yes. Once you're in it, there's extra decisions you have to make. But I see where you're coming from. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why he was out there crying last night, talking about they don't know if he's gonna make it. Yeah, because he got shot because the old boy looking for you. He trying to kill you, not Trey. He don't care about Trey.
Well, now he's killing Trey to hurt him.
More true, yeah.
Because what else he gonna do?
True that. He don't care about Trey like that. Alright, so Will, I guess we haven't gotten to the part. I assume there's like an assembly or a pep rally or something going on, right? And Will's, there ain't nobody in the class, there ain't nobody in other classes, so it looks like a janitor or somebody done saw him and was like, yo, where you supposed to be? Where's your student ID number or whatever? And dude just breaks out in a run. It's just not.
No one does this.
No one does that. It would be like, okay, take it from me. I've been the new kid 3 times. I've been the new kid 4 times. It's just like, hey, I'm new here. This is my first day. I'm supposed to be in Mrs. Such and Such or Mr. Such and Such class. They're like, oh yeah, go down that hall and 3 doors to the left or something like that.
Yeah, he could just been like, look, it's my first day. I don't know where everybody is. This is the class I'm supposed to be in. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
This brother break out in a cold run.
Fool just bounced. I was like, yo, there's no way to get in more trouble than to just start running for no reason.
Yeah, to be a black kid at a predominantly white school with his shirt untucked and a hat sitting on top of his head to the side.
Hold up. But me and the dudes used to rock the hats like that, so I got respect for it.
No, but what I'm saying is thinking about the stereotype.
True, yeah.
And looking the way you look and bust out.
Yeah, they can't wait. They can't wait to say some black kid did something. True that. Like, oh man. You right on that. I think, yes, that is the same girl that got the braids. That's supposed to be Lisa, but anyway.
Why she over there look like Lady of Rage?
See, this is why you can't have.
Like, who is this new black girl?
Look, Pete.
How you gonna show up with the wet and wavy one day, and next day you got the Lady of Rage puffs?
Look, you know, black women change their hairstyles.
In a singular cross the scalp braid.
Look, you know, black women change their hairstyles.
I know that, but she just looked like a different person.
Look, peep this. So he runs into, of course, there's an assembly happening, and I was like, Lisa and I were like, hold up, this ain't all the kids in the school, but we found out it was just a junior class. So okay, I guess I'll let that slide. Now, of course, Carlton had this showboat, but when Carlton took the microphone off the stand, I was like, oh, he about to freestyle. I was like, your boy about to take it to another level on this one.
About to sing a Tom Jones hit.
Yo, man, I'm telling you.
Look, his look of satisfaction right there. But look at his face and look at Will's face. Will's face is like, I'm gonna kill you. And Carlton's face is like, oh, I'm so satisfied.
But see, the thing is, what Carlton just did further cemented why his girl ain't coming back. Like,
I don't even know how she ended up with him.
I don't know. Maybe Carlton was cool back in the day before whatever happened that made him get on drugs.
Before he started taking drugs.
Getting on drugs. You know what I'm saying? Look, this is your brain on drugs. Any question? You know what I'm saying? You put them eggs. Every time he sniffs Coke or Xanax or whatever, he's putting eggs in the frying pan. Alright? And every time there's more eggs in the frying pan, is less brain cells in your head.
Thank you. Nancy Reagan would be proud.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, Will made one good decision.
Yes.
Finally made a good decision.
Yes.
Carlton came up. Well, first Connor was like, I've got to restrain.
Come here, Will. You have to stay away from me. Then why you call me over here?
Why did you even call me?
Everyone's a witness.
Everyone's a witness. Yeah, everyone was a witness the other night, too.
You have to stay away from me. My daddy's a judge.
My daddy's a judge. He said 10 feet at school and 50 feet when we're outside of school. Alright, buddy?
Stay away from me.
It's like I wasn't even thinking
I
about
walked
you.
right past you.
That's how it be. It be people that like you be like, yo, I wasn't even thinking about this person. And they be like mad at you, be like I've got, look at this. It's a restraining order. You can't do anything.
It's like, I didn't come after you.
Yeah, it's like I was chilling. I was just walking in the direction. You weren't even in that direction. You were over on the side.
You called me. You called my name.
Call me. You know what I'm saying? Don't call my name. Also, then Carlton was like, why don't you fight me fair right now?
Free to fight me when I'm not drunk?
It's like, no, you were high. Drunk.
Let's first of all.
Yeah.
Okay, stop with the lies.
Stop with the lies. You weren't drunk. You were high. Also,
nothing you consumed was liquid, okay?
Also, bruh, I'm going to put you to sleep like I put your boy to sleep. Yo, he put Connor in the bed in the backyard.
If Carlton walk up on him one more time and stare up his nostrils, I'm just done. Carlton is like a little chihuahua.
Like, oh, just sit down.
Sit down. Just angry and short.
Ain't nobody asked you nothing. Just sit down.
I'm in charge. Okay.
Alright, man, this is your school. But like he said, if I lose, I lose. If I win, I lose.
It's like, yes, you finally get it.
Just like, I forgot what I was watching. I was watching something recently. And basically, she said, this character said, you can do everything absolutely right and still lose.
Yeah.
Like, you can do everything right and still lose.
Because there are times, and most times, when it has nothing to do with you doing everything right.
Yeah.
If the circumstance is set up against you anyway, doesn't matter. This circumstance is set up against Will anyway, so it doesn't matter what he does.
Yeah. Is Carlton mad about his ex, and that's gonna be it.
Yeah. See somebody else want to go to the pool.
All right, so okay, I'm enjoying the conversation. First, I love Ashley. Ashley was like selling your soul. Then she was like, core audience, they be white people. So I love Ashley. Also, Hillary's right. Yes, having that name, behind on your resume is a huge deal. But all you give up just to have that name on your resume isn't worth it when you've already got 75,000 followers. You got 3,000 people at a time already watching you live.
Yeah, but that's not really paying, consistent money. Not like what she was talking about. And you could see this could be a stepping stone. No one's saying you have to be here forever. This could be a stepping stone, and you still will have those 75,000 followers plus whatever audience you pick up with them. This doesn't have to be the end all be all. You can use them as a stepping stone. They go on your resume, and then you move on to do it how you want to do it.
And I mean, normally I would say I get that, but Hillary is already in a family that's well off. She doesn't need them in the way, like, say this up and coming, chef from a neighborhood where she ain't got no money and she's mama's living paycheck to paycheck and stuff like that. Like,
her mama and daddy are well off.
Yes.
Like she just said, it'd be nice for you to have a paying job, Hillary.
Yes. But I think because if this was the 90s, I would agree with her mom. But now where you can work your engagement and your followers into your own personal sponsorships and stuff like that they have, that influencers have now, I don't know, man. There's not enough upside for her where she's already built up 75,000. And think about this: those people that she might gain under the what is it, like the whole cooking or whatever
it's not whole cooking.
whatever it was.
It's haute cuisine.
Haute cuisine. What?
Haute cooking. It's a whole nother issue.
That's a whole nother show. Oh, whole cooking, boy.
What is whole cooking? On our show today, we asked, what is whole cooking?
You just walk up in the house. What is whole cooking? All right, so it's haute cuisine. Excuse me, haute cuisine. But anyway, the people that she might gain under them, she'll end up losing her 75,000 people that are her direct to consumer people. Why? Because they're gonna be like, yo, you watered down, like, yo, your flavors ain't on point. You ain't wearing your fashions like you always walk in your fashions. I disagree. You change, girl. And she's gonna be like, I changed. They'd be like, yeah, you changed.
I disagree because she can talk about that freely on her own channel.
No, remember they already said they gotta approve all her tweets. So if they gotta approve her tweets, you know they ain't letting that girl just go live willy-nilly.
You mean her tweets under them?
I don't know. It's probably her tweets in general. Like I know out here, like okay, for instance, for a lot of people,
you approve my personal tweets.
Like so, for instance, for a lot of people that might look at the news like, oh, I want to be on the news. I want to be on my local news channel or whatever. Say you get hired by them, you have to have a Twitter account, and that Twitter account is tied to whatever that news wants you to do. So like if you're at like KTLA, you'd be like, you know, KTLA NERDSoul. And like everything that I tweet, KTLA needs to see it before I tweet it.
Right.
And stuff like that. And it's kind of like what they call out here, it's what they call golden handcuffs. Cause it's like, yeah, it's, you know, it's a sweet gig, but I can't do anything. You know, I can't do anything on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, nothing, unless I get it like okayed by my social media daddy.
But you're talking about the accounts that are tied there. You don't think these news people have their own personal accounts? I know they do.
I mean, yeah, but it's, you know what I mean. They become in those things, and it's just it's not as sweet as you think it is.
No, it's not about it being sweet. What I'm saying is she can still maintain her own personal channel outside of this. They don't own her. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but some places try to make it seem like they do, and they were already trying to water down her look. I don't know. I think she might be right. Now that dig,
I don't know.
That dig she took at her mom was kind of foul though.
Oh, that was horrible. She lucky her mama ain't backhand her.
That well, see, her mom was too far to backhand her. She made sure she said it on the other side of the table. Like, cause she said something like, "That's why like you taught art history instead of just being an artist or something like that." And it's like, that's cold. You don't know the situation and circumstances around your mother choosing to be a professor instead of being an artist. You have no idea. So that was cold. You know what I'm saying? That, I don't know, she wrong for that. It's like, I know your mom is trying to make you something that she wants you to be.
Yeah.
But you don't have to take a dig at her like that.
Yeah.
Also, if you can, please let us know if Will's hair looks dry to y'all. Because Lisa said his hair looked dry.
Especially when he sit beside Jazz. When he sit beside Jazz, there's clearly, you know, some issues.
I don't know if I would say it's dry, but you know, look, just let us know. I'll let you speak about that.
Okay, yeah. So Hillary, you calling out names, talking about they probably don't like your family either, ma'am. You can't call out names. This your mom hooked you up with the haute cuisine people. Those are like her people that know people. This her people. Like, ma'am, if you don't want to take the job, don't take the job.
This is like a hookup from a hookup from a hookup or something like that. Yo, like, cause see, she also said something else that I wouldn't necessarily say is true. She was like, like I can't be successful if I'm compromised. I'm like, no, there's people that compromise all the time, like compromise like huge things, like compromise huge moral things and are successful. So you can be successful and compromise.
No, I think she meant that as a personal thing. For her personally, that's not success.
Yeah, I get it. It's just like, I'm just trying to cover that. Like, yes, you can be successful. Now, you might not be happy, but you can be successful. Now,
it depends on your definition of success too. So.
Yeah, but the part where she called out whole cooking, all right?
Stop.
The whole cuisine. It's whole cuisine.
Haute means high.
Haute.
Like when you hear the term haute couture, that means high fashion.
Oh, look, I thought they was just saying hoe. So hoe, like HEAO hoe, something like that.
HEAUX.
Yeah, hoe. You know what I mean? Hoe cuisine. So anyway, the point is, I thought she was just gonna say, "Hey, I turned down a job because, this was for my grandma. And it was a huge deal, and I just want to, be able to like represent that tradition through my, through my, my cooking and stuff." But then she threw the name out there. It's like, ooh.
I gasped as soon as she said it. Like,
I'm like, yo, your mom gonna hear about this.
Oh, your mom gonna beat you down.
You got 75,000 followers. Somebody gonna hear about haute cuisine. Haute cuisine.
Yeah, this isn't good, Hillary.
Yo,
she looks so proud of herself right now.
She's like, yeah.
She's like, I'm so oblivious.
She's like, I'm so happy. I stuck up for mine. It's like, yeah.
Your mama gonna slap you.
Cause see, this is another thing.
She gonna slap you, Hope.
You gotta remember, you also represent more than just yourself in this.
Yeah.
Because of how you got the opportunity. So now it makes you seem like you're not only ungrateful for the opportunity.
You're short-sighted.
But and it's almost like you're spitting in their face.
Yeah.
Even though they were wrong and they were racist and using like cuisine to hide their racism. Yeah, I get that. But their situation regarding your hiring or even interview is wrapped in your mother's connections.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful how you wade through that.
Well, she won't.
Oh no, she ain't even wade.
She took a belly flop.
Yeah, she just jumped straight up in that. Whoo.
Public enemy number 1, right? You want to get rid of him. You hate his guts, right? So whatever I do is cool. But see, that's the thing. You never made it clear. Look, I got a beef with my cousin, but y'all ain't allowed to mess with him because that's supposed to be the black code.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my brother and I can bust him upside his head, but you better not touch him. See, Carlton, they don't have that code as of yet. Carlton has used his friends to help him get at Will.
Yeah. And see, the thing is, because he looked at Carlton like, you did this.
Yeah.
And the way Carlton stood up and looked, I was
Carlton
like, oh,
didn't
snap.
do that.
I was like, oh, snap. Carlton didn't do this one. And because it's interesting how all of a sudden you came straight to me. You want to search my bag. It's like,
yeah, because old boy told him.
I was like, yeah, this is a setup.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a setup. Straight up. I'm like, yeah, from top to bottom, bro. This is set up on this one. And wow. But this might be the thing that kind of unites them. Like them meaning, Carlton and Will. It might be a situation where it's like, all right, look, what he did was foul. Mm-hmm. He already did the restraining order. It wasn't necessary, but he did it. And then he planted drugs on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't cool. Also, guess what? Ma Duke's gonna come down on, she gonna come down on you hard. Super hard. Because she gonna be like, your friend did this?
That ain't gonna all come out because they talk around stuff.
I forgot, because this is the stupid TV way of talking about things or not talking about things to make the plot happen.
They're gonna blame Will, and Will's like, it's not me. And they're, Will, you can't be doing drugs. And
Will be like, I don't do drugs. I've never done drugs.
And then Will's gonna say, it was Carlton. And Carlton said, it wasn't me. Which it isn't. And then they're gonna leave it there. Yeah,
and they'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. Uncle Phil is a lawyer. Okay? This is petty. This is piddly stuff he's dealing with. He knows you're lying. He don't want to come out flat out and call you a liar, but he's like, you know what? If that's the sword you want to die on, cool. I'll go get the sword.
He looking at his son. They said, whoever did this, there will be consequence. And he looked at his son. Then his mama looked at him and was like, serious consequence. It's like,
when the Negro said, after all, we're family. Oh, hey, you just sealed it for me because you didn't care nothing about him being family till now. So for you to say that, you trying to be funny.
Yeah, and like the thing is, Connor literally confessed to him. Here's the thing. You can go down with Connor if you want, but watch Connor flip on him.
Absolutely.
Connor going, you gonna find, trust me.
He gonna be like, you told me to do it.
Yep. Watch Connor flip on him, and he gonna be feeling stupid.
Yep.
And
you know why? Because Connor ain't his family.
Connor ain't his family. Connor is a colonizer. Alright?
Oh, here you go.
You know what I said. Look, he up there singing Bobby Shmurda like he ain't got no sense. And then stupid Carlton dancing around. Alright, hold on. I want to give a shout out to teachers that run like detention or in-school suspension that don't be doing nothing. Homie was straight playing solitaire.
Hey, I mean, look.
Yo, you know they don't be doing nothing. They be trying to look busy, but in your mind, even when you in there, you be like, he ain't doing that.
I mean, that is a great time for you to be doing lesson plans, so.
Yeah, he ain't doing no lesson plan.
He not doing no lesson plan.
Probably out there playing fantasy football or something.
But can we give a shout out to Carlton? Talking about, and my mom, she's a black mom, and you don't mess with black moms.
Yo, black mama gonna find out. Cause first she gonna interrogate. Alright, here she gonna interrogate you. Then she gonna interrogate your little brother or your little sister or something. Then she gonna call someone else. Whoever you lied and said you was with, she about to call their mama right now. And then when she called their mama, they gonna talk to each other for about 30 minutes. And half of that 30 minutes is just them talking about how they gonna whoop you when they get off the phone.
And this is the thing in this situation. You have to understand from Aunt Viv's point of view, she is taking on her sister's child as her own.
That's a huge responsibility.
That's a huge responsibility, right? That's a huge responsibility because you, as a mother, understand, how you feel about your own child, and you can relate to how you would feel if you had to ship your child, across the country for someone else to care for and trust that they're doing it. So it's like, this is my sister. I love her, and I love him, and I have to go above and beyond for him, even more so for my own child, because you know what I'm saying? Because I'm being trusted with someone else's child who's also my blood. It's a lot. So I can, Aunt Viv is probably like stressed as all get out. Every time Will gets into anything, she like, Lord, I'm gonna lose my hair.
Yeah, because, ain't nobody happy right now, especially with what's going on with Will. Ain't nobody
the only
happy.
Person happy in the house right now is Ashley.
Yeah, Ashley just be kicking.
I ain't got nothing going on. I'm 13. I don't have no responsibilities.
I don't never get in no trouble. Everything's all good.
Nope. Ashley didn't get in trouble till she was like 15, 16, messing with them boys.
What'd she do? Didn't she have like a hit single?
Yeah, that wasn't in trouble.
I thought she got in trouble when did she try to go on tour or something? I don't know. I don't know what the girl did.
Oh God, she had to go. No, I don't know what she did.
I don't know. I know she had a party or something.
She was wearing that bra when she was singing. It's like, ma'am, I'm gonna need you to put on the rest of your clothes.
Oh yeah, that's true that. Alright, hold up. I'm about to tell y'all about the illest disrespect. Alright, so your boy Will is straight up drawing a nice sketch. Alright. Teacher comes in and says no doodling.
A doodle, if you will.
A doodle, if you will. He's like, this isn't doodle, this is straight art. He proceeds to grab the paper, ball it up, shoot a shot to the trash can, and then he turned around and said, swish.
And Will is looking at him.
That's an ill diss.
He wants to lay hands.
That's an ill diss.
That was unnecessary.
That's
about some schoolwork only. I ain't got no schoolwork. Guess what?
I ain't got no schoolwork. I just got here.
I ain't been to class. And I immediately got framed.
I've been here for like a week and immediately got framed for like drug usage or something. That was foul. How they did your boy. Oh yeah, drug possession. Whatever. That was foul.
I was like, this process sounds mad suspect.
Yeah, it's just they railroaded him basically.
We asked students what they thought. They was like, We asked the teachers what they thought. He's like, it was in your bag. You did it. Case closed.
Yeah, so he suspended. There it is.
What?
Whoop, there it is.
What kind of foolishness?
They were like, so this mad cameras up in here. Did y'all look at the cameras? Of course you looked at the cameras, right? You saw?
No, we didn't look at the cameras.
Yeah, they were like, you didn't look at the cameras.
So you just enjoy spending millions of dollars on cameras that you don't look at.
You don't even look at the cameras? Look, he came up in that joint and was like, look, here's a piece of paper. Let my nephew out. And
let my people go.
Let my Carlton grow. like, so I will say you can see Will had the respect on his face when you know what I'm saying, when Uncle Phil came and was like, all right, look, you know what I'm saying, it's pending investigation. Because y'all didn't do an investigation. Man. I was just like, do y'all like Will? Nope. Do you like Will? Nope. He did it.
That's pretty much what they did.
That's essentially, let's not front like that's not the justice system. It's like, do you like black people? Nope. All right, well, this is the black person that you really ain't gonna like because we're gonna assassinate their character. But what do they do? Something. All right, cool, guilty.
Black stuff.
What do they do? Oh, they did a crime. What crime? You know, crime stuff. He's guilty. Okay, cool, he's guilty. All right, peace. Like, that's it.
How do we know he's guilty? Don't worry about it.
He's guilty because he looks guilty. Look at him.
Look over there just being black.
Look at him, just black. Just black and being guilty and black. Like, I remember when Ben Stein was talking about Eric Garner, he said his bigness and his blackness. I was like, what? I was like, so if you big and black, that's it. Like, that's it. You try to be bony and black now. All right, so be bony and black and pull your pants up and wear a suit, but don't let the suit be too nice. But then don't wear a hoodie. Then don't live in a good neighborhood, but don't live in a bad neighborhood. But then like all these faux reasons and hyper specific examples of what, like, bruh, they just be making up anything. They be like, oh yeah, you black, you did it. When that tape come down, it's about to be ugly, cause you know that tape gonna come out. You want to drop that tape like a fresh album. Actually, Lisa, regarding Lisa, Lisa got some words.
I think she's a nice girl. I like her, right? Yep. And after everything that's transpired, they may as well go and get together. I mean, they went through all of this trouble just to come out as friends. Go ahead and be together. That's what you want. She's not for Carlton. Carlton's not for her. They're exes. He had, I guess, a plan to get her back that he didn't tell her about. So it kind of is what it is. I mean, I don't know. It may be awkward at first, but I think she would be good for Will. I really do. She has her head on straight, and I think she would be good for Will. Yeah,
I like her too, and I'll give you that. Like you said, it would be weird her coming around the same house asking for Will instead of Carlton, but just because you're not good for Carlton doesn't mean that you might not be good for Will. And if you are good for Will, then Will should have an opportunity to build a relationship with you instead of maybe even throwing away what could be a great relationship just off of, well, you know, my cousin likes you, so, well, you know, too bad.
Yeah. And I have to say, this girl must be very good at time management, because she has managed to have different hairstyles every day. And she has braids down her back.
Yo, so she got mad
time
braids.
Management
she
skills.
Got them like 12-hour braids.
12. Bless your heart.
She got them all-day braids down her back.
Look, unless it's a braid wig, which they do have.
Oh snap! They got braid wigs.
They have braid wigs.
Man, look, y'all women got everything.
Well, your whole head is braided.
Well, you know what? I can't say that because men got everything now too. Yeah. I've been seeing them little.
They got that ramen noodle.
They got the ramen noodle waves that they be giving them in and be spray painting your hair black.
Yeah,
I seen it.
Just shellac it down.
Shellac your whole head. Put some wood stain on your dome piece.
They get the what do you call it, where you like trace the letters out?
Oh yeah, get a stencil on your head.
They got stencils.
Yeah, they put a stencil for the man hairline.
Look,
I seen it all.
He stenciled his beard and everything.
Yo, they sure did stencil a beard.
It's like I hope they call it for rain today.
Yo, because you better not sweat a bit. You sweat your whole hairline.
You see a cloud, you'll start sweating.
It was like, why yo man, your hairline on a slant.
This brother's so black, he sweat black.
Yo,
he's super black. Fight the power, brother. Fight the power.
Yo, man, I think your head is bleeding. Nah, man, it's just that Beijing coming out.
So militant, he sweat black.
Look at that Beijing coming out.
Oh my gosh.
So, Uncle Phil decided I'm going to have the boys volunteer side by side at the event at the crawfish boil. That's a smart idea.
Do you want your event to go smoothly?
Look, Uncle Phil, baby steps. Baby steps.
Speaking of babies, Carlton.
Yeah, Carlton is acting like a baby on this.
No, it's a me and you thing. No, in all fairness.
No, it's a me and you thing.
No, in all fairness, I understand that. I mean, you have things that you and your dad do together, just the two of you. And so it's weird because kids will act like it's no big deal and they don't care. And they'll even act like they don't like it. But let it change up. And they looking crazy in the face because it's like, no, that was y'all's thing. So I think Uncle Phil should have talked to him about that.
Yeah, but I also understand Uncle Phil being like, yo, like, we can't just leave the boy, like, we just go live our lives and leave him in the house.
Right, but you talked to Carlton about that.
But like, hey, well, see, I think he's trying to kind of like make them be brothers, and it's like, bro, it ain't gonna work like that. He's like, I'm gonna have them work side by side. Ooh, it's not. It ain't gonna be pretty. Like, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be pretty. Like, you gonna end up regretting this.
School either. You know what I mean? Sometimes in terms of college, it is good to take what they call or deem a gap year. You know what I mean? For some kids, it's just not for them to just keep going straight out of high school. Sometimes you need a little bit of life experience and then figure out if you want to go to college. And sometimes college just ain't for everybody. It's nothing wrong with finding a trade or going straight into the workforce. It's just not for everybody.
Like in her case, she wants to be a chef. So you don't have to go to college to be a chef.
No.
So she can A, save money, and B, do what she's actually interested in. Because the worst thing you can do is waste money and not do what you want to do. So
True.
You don't went to college, you don't wasted money, and you haven't retained anything because you didn't care about what you were learning.
Right.
You were just there doing it because everybody said do it.
Next thing you know, you in your junior year, you ain't even claimed a major. That's for real.
You ain't done nothing but just kind of party and BS your whole time.
Mm-hmm. Take random classes like, I don't know, pottery. Her mom is so busy trying to make sure she, does something with her life. She's not allowing her to do something with her life. It's okay if she takes a moment to figure it out. It's okay if she wants to have a little leeway, on her own. She needs to guide her, right? And she's not guiding her. She's trying to move her limbs for her. Like, for real. That's the way I kind of look at it. That, give a little guidance. I feel like Uncle Phil is doing a better job with Will. He's guiding him.
Yeah.
He's pulling him aside, having some conversations, giving him some things to think about, and he's guiding him. Viv is just like, she doing a Mariah Carey. I'm just gonna move your limbs for you on stage.
Yeah. That's wrong. You ain't had to do the Mariah Carey.
She was wrong.
I get where it comes from. There's a fear of your child failing or not being able to achieve what you see in your mind them being able to achieve. But I would say, now, of course, you gotta remember, your daughter isn't going to be able to make it the way you made it because it's not the 90s or the 80s or whatever, whenever you made it, whenever you came up. But I would say she's on the way. The girl is an amazing chef already. She's building a following with her charisma, with her fashion, with her food. Give it time. You gotta let it cultivate. Remember, when you're doing something on your own, as opposed to just being part of some big business or something like that, it's gonna take a second. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take a while for everything to build up to the point where she's completely self-sustained. But I'd say she's on her way. She's already handling events seemingly single-handedly. You know what I'm saying? Now, I mean, there might be a team that comes in that helps her or whatever, but at least the way this show is presenting it, she's kind of doing this on her own. So it's like she's already doing events on her own. Like, she's on her way. Give it time. I mean, think about it. If we're going to look at it in the way of college, okay, she already cooked or whatever. Maybe she went to culinary arts school or whatever. Has it been 8 years for a master or whatever? Has it been that long? No. So let the girl cultivate and build it and, kind of grow it. Like, you gotta give that time for that.
Yeah.
So Pastor Lamont, Bishop Lamont, so
head of haterations.
Let me let you know how he already shaded him, but this is how you know he don't like whatever is going on with Uncle Phil. He said, "Your little run for DA." When anyone,
if anybody's running for DA, it's not little.
Look, if anyone black says little something, or those your little friends, or you going to go back to your little job? If someone black says you going to do something with your little something, whatever it is, they dissing it. This your little car? Like I'm telling you.
You over there with your little girlfriend?
With your little girlfriend? That's all you see. I'm telling you. Look, they are dissing whatever it is. So he said, "Your little run for DA."
What do you mean, your little run for DA?
He said it as if like he had to crowdfund his like donations or something.
He said it like he running for class president in 2nd grade.
Yo, that'd be messed up. Like, all right, a little 2nd grader wants to be class president, right? And you're like, hey, how you doing? Like, baby Jeremy or something like that. He's like, oh, hey, oh, so he's like, how you little run for president?
It's like, I mean, God.
Yo,
I can't wait to hear the backstory.
He sat down so casually and just dissed his whole campaign.
He said, "I finally got time to talk about your little run for DA." I mean,
your little run for DA.
If it's all of that, you can just keep it moving. For real.
Bruh, look, I don't care about you. You and your black church can go wherever y'all need to go.
Well, you and your short arm brown coat. How about that?
Oh yeah, because that brown coat is not reaching
I shouldn't see this much wrist and forearm.
It's mad wrist coming out of it. Alright, so Hillary just said, "I'm sorry that I don't feel sorry," and just walked up. Yo,
and we both gasped because I don't know if you know Hillary, but you got a black mama.
You got a black mama,
and she's trying real hard in front of her bougie friends not to come and snatch you. Right? Because that's the thing. Black mamas snatch.
Black mamas, they be trying. Look, I'm telling you this, Hillary. I'm gonna keep it real with you with my knowledge of black mothers. You better hope this party never ends, because I'm gonna tell you
when it does.
You be thinking everything all good, right? And when the last person leaves.
You and your little attitude?
Like, I'm going to just say from personal experience, I've watched the last person leave the driveway, and immediately my mom told me to get a belt. Like she was like, bye, y'all have a good, go on, see y'all later.
Was it to hold your pants up?
It wasn't a hole. My pants.
Oh, okay, just
my
checking.
pants was already fine.
Just checking.
She said go get a belt. So you better. I'm just saying, you better hope these women stay at your house forever, cause she ain't gonna be happy when this over. Yo, first, I thought her mom been knew about the video.
No, I knew she didn't know because she didn't say anything to her.
Well, true that. Yeah, she didn't say. So now I gotta.
Her mom ain't online like that.
Now I gotta hear it from my friend who I got to get you to hook up, bruh. Yo, like, ooh, man.
And then she gonna walk away. Don't you walk away, girl?
She just walked away like it was nothing.
No, she walked away like I ain't gonna sit here for this.
All right. So the Reverend is laying into Uncle Phil right now, talking about he got the money. He's hanging behind the gates. But here's the thing. I'm out here in LA, and I'm sure this goes on in other places too. They said that he is the pastor or the bishop or the priest or whatever at the largest black church in LA. If you think that this man is living in a 1-bedroom apartment, you wrong. I'm gonna let you know that now, because I'm gonna tell you how these pastors is rolling out here. Alright, and pastors from coast to coast rolling around with these mega churches. Do not even think that they out here living in some poorhouse. So he looking over at Uncle Phil like, you sitting behind your gates or whatever. You sitting in the rich house or something like that. It's like, bruh, I forgot how poor you were apparently. Like, bruh, you done lost your whole mind.
And also, for there to be a black lawyer, a black judge in position, that's important. You know what I mean? We need more black lawyers. We need more black judges to give us a chance in this system. So we can't minimize that.
Yeah. And we don't know what happened on that very specific day where maybe he wasn't able to be there at your foreclosure meeting or whatever you talking about. You know what I'm saying? So this whole thing, like this, I just hate this kind of energy where it's like, oh, well, Philip Banks is rich and everybody else is poor. Trust me, the circles he running in, ain't nobody broke. Ain't nobody close to broke. Ain't nobody paycheck to paycheck in none of these circles he running in. But somehow his money got to get brought up. It's like, bruh, stop the cat. Stop it. I'm about to get on my nerves.
Do what's right, and you don't have to worry about who's. Do what's right, and you don't have to worry about who's in charge.
Thank you. All right, so there's a lesson that Carlton just learned. All right, so Carlton, he's with the dude for the Black Minds First.
That he thought.
But he resigned 1 month ago, and he said, "Hey, Derek runs it now. You know what I'm saying? I know you got a chance to meet him or whatever. He's the one in charge or whatever. But that's the guy that he was being all funny style with about moving chairs and tables. So now his first impression of Carlton is that he's this kind of stuck up, bougie, don't want to do no work kid. And it's true, because guess what? The people that can't do anything for you are the people that get to see you as you really are. And he, at least in his mind, couldn't do anything for him. So what did he have? Sarcasm and a smart mouth.
Yep. And you think that he didn't see him sitting down over there?
Mm-hmm. While Will was doing all the work.
Yep.
So, look, y'all better I'm telling y'all, do what's right. Be excited where y'all are. Put in 100%, because somebody watching. You never know who it is, but somebody watching. Mm-hmm. Even if it's can't remember the guy. He was talking about a sponsorship he got. He got a sponsorship with Best Buy, And Best Buy said that they had been watching his content for like 2 or 3 years before they contacted him. So you never know who's watching you. And that's 2 or 3 years before getting in touch with them. That's a long time for someone to be watching you. You never know. And so Carlton gonna definitely have to pull that foot up out of his mouth for Derek.
He can forget about that internship.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough one. Yeah, he might want to just kiss that one goodbye.
I mean, he probably gonna offer it to Will.
Yo, it'd be messed up if he did, for real. I can see that now. Alright, so Uncle Phil just hit y'all with the ice.
Too cold.
The alphas in the atmosphere. But it was good. It showed Will went the extra mile for his uncle. When he saw that his uncle went the extra mile for him. You know what I'm saying? And now Pastor Lamont is, willing to at least have a conversation.
About the power of step.
Yes, the power of dance is strong.
That wasn't dance. The power of step.
Well, the power of step is strong too.
You tell some fraternity brothers you like their dance.
Well,
we gonna have problems.
You know what I mean.
I like y'all little dance.
Well, look, they step up to the streets, all right?
I like y'all little dance.
I'm like, oh, I saw y'all little dance yesterday. I saw y'all little dance with candy canes. Saw y'all little dance. Y'all know Christmas over, right?
That's the Kappas.
Yeah, saw your little candy canes.
Oh God.
I guess y'all thought y'all was cool. Out here barking like dogs.
You gonna catch it. You know you gonna catch it, right?
Man, look.
You gonna catch it.
Anyone who knows me knows I am no huge fan of the Greek fraternity sorority.
You don't even know anything about them.
I know enough.
What you know?
I know.
We're not gonna even get on it. There's too much to get into on this show.
I've met enough fraternity guys, black Greek and white Greek, to be like, I'm good. Now I don't know how sororities do. I don't know, but I know the guys.
Oh, they be bougie. Not all of them. Not all of them.
The guy. Now, I will say this: the older Greek dudes, they cool, but that's because they probably already did all the dumb stuff when they were young that gets on my nerves. That they don't have to do it no more.
You painting a broad stroke now.
Oh yes, I am. Yes, I definitely am. What do you think Adam's Law was built on?
Anyhow.
Anyway, y'all. All right. So Carlton.
Sir pouts a lot.
Carlton, he mad that Will came in the house stepping. Like he took stepping from me.
No, he was too bougie to step.
Yeah, he was way too bougie to step.
Carlton is like, I'm determined not to have a good time, and I'm mad at y'all because y'all are.
Yeah, like he is definitely drawing the line at any fun since Will's come through. He just straight up was like no fun at all ever. It's a shame too, man, because like Will's like, you know what, screw it, I'm here, let me go and have a good time. Even though
ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Ain't gonna hurt nobody. But he even got that text message like, yo, I'm on a flight, better wear a vest or something like. And he's still like, look, you know what, look, it's gonna be some alphas in the atmosphere, all right?
I already know Jeffrey gonna take care of that.
Jeffrey gonna put some people to bed. Alright, so here we got the same problem we had in Power.
Where in the Bel-Air is Ashley?
There's always, they got a missing black child again.
Every show we watch, Power had the missing child.
Remember they had a daughter, they had an extra daughter, that girl just disappeared.
Family Matters, Judy went upstairs, ain't never come back.
I still think she upstairs doing virtual learning.
She doing some virtual. We learned about what kind of virtual learning she was doing.
Or working remotely or something. I don't know.
She was screening on that forehead. I know that.
but Yo, Ashley, you think, because alright, they're doing this kind of difference between the games because nobody's at Carlton's game and everybody's at Will's game, and it's like, why didn't they just split the difference? And I was like, like Mom and Ashley could go to Carlton's game.
Speaking of Ashley,
hold up. Speaking of Ashley, where's she at?
The youngest child
maybe she has some. Did she have like a recital or something? The
youngest child who actually needs the most supervision. Where's she at?
Yo, Ashley fine. She cool. She probably with Jeffrey or something. I don't know.
Do we know? No, we don't.
I mean, yeah, we
have no idea.
Yeah, we don't know where that kid at. So
don't she have activities? Like what?
Maybe she's doing them. Maybe she's like doing a piano thingy or something.
Right? And shouldn't her family be there?
The basketball game's more important.
I mean, Will and Carlton pretty much grown. Just y'all
pretty much grown.
I mean, look, in real life, these two men probably what 30.
So, but yeah, like two people with Carlton, 2 people with Will, and everything is all good. You know what I'm saying? They should just did it like that.
Poor Carlton ain't got nobody.
Man, nobody, baby.
I want to see his little game.
Let's see your little lacrosse game. Playing a little lacrosse. Alright, hold up before I laugh. Alright, so, you know what I'm saying? Carlton, he wasn't feeling it. And he did that hard foul on that kid. He had to sniff some coke real quick. But then when he came in the gym and saw everybody all happy about Will, he was like, I can't take it. And he stormed out the gym. But if you notice, there's a white girl that sees him storms out. She's like, what's wrong with him?
As she's applauding.
As she applauds. And she look at him she's like, what's his thing? Like right here, hold up. Will's like, yeah, I did it, y'all.
I thought he was gonna cry.
Look at the white girl. She like, what's wrong with him? Yeah, well.
Like, who is that anyway?
She's like, who is that guy? Whatever.
It would have been funny if she had said that. He was like, I'm Carlton.
Oh yeah, Carlton. Poor Carlton.
I thought he was going to tackle Will. I said, is he going to tackle Will as he makes his basket?
Yo.
Because if you see a dude looking at somebody like that from the sidelines.
Yo, if he stormed out on that court.
I would have been no good.
And tackled Will. I'd have been like, this show
and make him
is the best show of 2022.
Yeah. I would have loved to have seen that just for entertainment value.
I'd have been like, this man has won.
Because he would have to scream though. He would have to yell as he runs. And then tackle him.
I hate you, Will. And like this rap. Oh boy.
And then the whole gym would get silent.
Yep. And people be like, yo, is that Carlton?
Who is that guy?
Yo, why did Carlton tackle Will? Ain't he even supposed to be playing another game right now? Whew. It's tough out there, y'all. Alright, so of course at the end of the episode, somehow Philadelphia people are getting Los Angeles high school sports.
Right.
Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, there are,
Well, it probably was tagged as West Philadelphia native.
Yeah,
so that's probably why it's Philadelphia news.
Yeah, because it said like buzzer beater or something like that. And don't get me wrong, these there are sites that cover like kids that are like highly ranked, like McDonald's All-Star Kids and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, it sure is convenient that that random street dudes are also getting like Los Angeles high school sports updates.
Yeah.
But I'm like, all right.
But again, it was probably tagged because he's from Philly, though. In all fairness.
And you know what? He got the phone number, so he's like, yo, I know he's somewhere in LA. Let's start looking around in LA. So that's I guess I'll let that slide. So with that said, guys, that is our thoughts on the first 3 episodes of Bel-Air. Lady Lisa, are you interested in this show? Are you gonna watch it?
Oh, I love this show.
Yeah, I ain't gonna fight this show.
Carlton is just,
Carlton gonna kill
best.
somebody. He needs to, Carlton needs some help, y'all. Like for real. Like Carlton's more than just like a little.
He is catching the short end of the stick though. Like in all seriousness.
But I mean, he's doing it to himself.
I mean, he didn't make his parents go to Will's game instead of his.
Yeah, but he did make himself do like a whole bunch of drugs and get all crazy.
Well, I mean, they don't know that.
Well, yeah, it's true. Anyway, yeah.
I just, I want to start a campaign. Where's Ashley? Campaign.
Ashley is only necessary when we need a quick comeback on some Aunt Viv done said.
Where in the world is Ashley Banks?
Either that or maybe to clown her big brother real quick.
I mean, she's the youngest one.
That girl just disappeared.
Where you at?
I guess she at home playing video games. I don't know.
She gotta go to school. Look.
Well, I mean, it's nighttime. She don't gotta be in school now. You know what I mean?
Can she be around the house?
Yeah.
Everybody else moving all around.
A big house.
We see Ashley at breakfast, and after that, that's it.
It's a big house.
Is she working night shift or something?
She working third shift, smoking cigarettes. She got to help packing on the line.
Smoking them candy cigarettes.
Oh, snap. Oh, but yes, I like this show, guys. So that's BlackTogether. Lady Lisa, say peace.
Bye, y'all.
NERDSoul. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all them places. Guys, hit that thumbs up if you like what you see. And I know this was a double giant size episode. Of course, we'll be coming to y'all every single, episode that drops. Because this one, we showing respect on this. We're going to show respect. So, of course, each and every time we're going to have some fun. Until next time, of course, make sure to share, like, subscribe, hit that bell, all that good stuff. NERDSoulite, say peace.
Peace.
Anyway, we love all y'all. We out.